for Business Roundtable. This is a program for business-minded individuals, a program for entrepreneurs, a program designed for people who want to grow their wealth and excel in their chosen fields, and a program for everyone. And as usual, you'll be hearing from an experienced journalist, a political analyst who knows his onion. So, welcome to Business Roundtable with one of the top finance authors in Nigeria. He has written several books on money, one of which is Dangote's 10 Commandments on Money, the book that was rated as one of the best development books in the world by Wall Street Journal. And here in Nigeria, it was adopted as a workbook for grooming entrepreneurs by Small Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria. Aside being a best-selling author, he is also a philosopher, a development economist, and a journalist. More so, he is the founder of Ultimate Entrepreneurs Academy. And Ultimate Entrepreneurs Academy is an organization that trains college students, graduates, and workers on how to become successful entrepreneurs. He's also a public speaker and a business coach. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about no other person than Peter Anosike. Good morning, Peter Anosike.
Good morning, Bibdas.
How are you doing today?
Well, so.
All right.
Not too bad and not too good.
Okay, you just have to be good. All right, our topic for Business Roundtable today is how to survive a difficult economy. You and I will agree that this is actually a difficult economy. Now, with the cost of petrol going from above 600 naira and in some states above 700 naira, that some families go to bed hungry. Some people are finding it very, very difficult to survive. So today, Peter Anosike will be helping us on how we can survive this difficult period. But before then, I'd like to inform you that from 4 p.m. all through to 6 p.m., we will be coming your way again, where we'll be talking about the major issues that are trended during the week. And some of those issues that we'll look into is one, what Tinubu told the judiciary that removing him as the president because of his failure to get 25% in FCT will cause chaos and anarchy. And Labour Party actually replied to Tinubu saying that removing him by law can't cause anarchy. So we'll look into that. And we also look at Buhari's 8 years. 8 years. Looking better than Tinubu's 2 months in office. This was said by who? By area father Charlie Boy. Do you agree with him that Buhari's 8 years is looking better than Tinubu's 2 months in office? We'll also look into that. Another topic we'll also look into is the one said by Peter Obi, that he looked forward to a Nigeria where leaders have certificates, where leaders have classmates. If you say you went to school, you provide your certificate, which is not forged. You also provide who went to the school with you. And another one is federal government to sanction food association over food prices. And another one, we have plenty of them, but I'll just mention a few of them that we will talk about. 1 week to go, yet the ministerial list is not out. Tinubu's ministerial list is not yet out. 1 week to go. All right, these are some of the issues we look into. We have others that I did not mention. So do well to join us 4 p.m. all through to 6 p.m. as we look at all this issue. All right, now let's go to Business Roundtable. How to survive a difficult economy. Over to you, Peter Anosike.
Well, thank you, listeners. There's no doubt that Nigerians, the masses, are going through difficult periods. A lot of people are going to bed without food. A lot of people don't know where and when their next meal will come from. Prices of foodstuffs had increased by over 300%. So I can say that Nigeria has never had it this bad. Because imagine prices of fuel moving from 195 naira per liter to over 600 naira. Just check the percentage.
It's quite much.
So prices of food have not only doubled, it has quadrupled. Even some families are no longer even affording to drink just tea because bread has become unaffordable. Pint of Gary is selling above 2,000 naira, which is the basic food.
Very basic.
So now that's why this topic, how to survive a difficult economy, is very, very important. So to survive a difficult economy, the first step is start managing what you have. That's number one. Start managing what you have.
For people who have now, some families, they don't have.
Uh, yes, but the little one that you have, start managing them. This is not the time for new shoes, new bags, new phones. Postpone any luxury item for now. So whatever you have, start managing them. Any temptation of going to buy a new handbag, a new shoe, a new wristwatch. There's a word that Mountain of Fire used. They say
Is it that by fire?
so,
So be honest, but this thing you just said now, some people will not be happy. You know why? Like if I have a wedding to attend, I should not buy the asoebi. I should not take
this
part.
is not the time for asoebi. This is not the time for asoebi. This is not the time for new handbag, new shoes. This is time to start postponing purchases. If you are in a difficult economy, what you do, postpone every luxury item. And the new things are what you don't need at this point in time. So the best thing is just surviving. And to survive, number one step is to start managing what you have. That is very, very key. Then number two, look for other cheap sources of income to augment your main income. This is the time as a mother, as a woman, to start preparing maybe zobo, kunu,
Pap.
tiger nut milk, pap, and be sending. This is not a time that to fold hands and begin that to wait for the husband to be provided. It has gone beyond that. There's fire on the mountain as we speak. And we don't even know when it's going to end.
Of course.
Because there's no end in sight. As Showore said that we have entered a Yahoo government, I agree with him. I agree 100% with him. So what is happening now, for 2 months or so that Tinubu had been in office, he had not made anything that will impact positively on the life of the masses. He had not made any proclamation, any decision that would affect positively the life of the poor in the country. Nothing.
So you're saying that even the 8,000 naira that he's proposing to pay the masses is not a positive proposal?
Well, we'll talk about that in the evening. We'll talk about that in the evening. So he hasn't done anything at all that will affect positively the life of the masses. So
all right, Peter Musika, at this point, let me open up the phone line so that people who want to call can call in and tell us how they've been managing this difficult economy. How have you been surviving? How difficult or how easy has it been for you during this period? The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Call in and tell us how it has been with you.
So as number two is, this is time to look for other sources of getting additional income. If it's a fruit salad, if it's a zobo, if it's pap, if it's a tiger nut, just start preparing to augment what is coming in. It is dangerous now to depend on just one source of income. So you have to look for additional ways of getting incomes to augment whatever you are being paid. Because whatever you are being paid, transportation has taken over 60% of it.
Of course. All right, we have a call. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning. This is Anthony. Anthony Adochike.
All right, Anthony, please help us adjust the audio of your radio so we can hear you clearly.
I've already, yeah, I've done that. I've done that.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Like this, life is not easy for anybody now. Even as I'm telling you that, since yesterday, even to put food on my table, it's very hard for me and my children.
Wow.
So it's not easy at all.
Are you a business person?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So my regards to my namesake, Adochike.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So I said,
But Peter and Sike, if actually things are difficult for business people, then how are others surviving? Employees?
well, employees are going through hell because cost of transportation has taken over 60% of whatever they are being paid. But their employers are also suffering because cost of fuel is affecting them. Oh, the overhead cost is also affecting them. So employees will want their salaries to be increased because cost of transportation has gone high. But employers are not also finding it easy. So everybody is suffering. Everybody is in a difficult situation. So that's why I'm talking about you looking for other sources of cheap income. Even if you're selling pure water, maybe beside your office. Just look for anything that you can be doing to be getting something that will not affect you and main work. That's they call it a side hustle. So this is the time to do it. If you are a woman, don't just fold your hand, leave it to your husband. Now it's time to start making, if it's, as I said, zobo, tiger nut milk, anything at all, fruits and salad, so that things will be coming in. It is very, very important. For now, all hands must be on deck.
So this is not a period of saying I'm a sit-at-home mom.
No.
Stay at home mom, rather.
No. You can be making pap and be selling to your neighbors. You can be making pap. You can be making other drinks and be selling to people around you. So everybody has to be winners this time around. And it's not your husband's fault.
Of course.
It's not your husband's fault. So even children, if there's a way they could be involved, just like now school has vacated, children can also be involved in all these things. So everybody, as I said, all hands should be on deck. Then the third is you have to make prudent spendings. This is not the time to waste money. The little that you have, ask yourself, do we really need this thing? Is there any way we can postpone not buying this? If we don't buy this, what will happen? Okay, yesterday, my daughter dragged me that where they are sending a boot. Understand? Daddy, is good. I have an extra boot with this one. I said, no, this is not that
Not
time.
the time.
I know that it's good that to be changing it, but this is a wrong time. So you should be wise in your spending. You should be wise in your spending. And what makes you rich is living below your means, living below your income. But some people who are being paid 100,000 naira per month live a life of 150,000. So now you have to be wise in your you have to be prudent in your spending. If there's anything that you know that if you don't spend your money on, heaven will not fall, avoid it. So avoid anything that can be avoided. Because at this point in time, you need money. You need cash with you. So you have to to be very, very prudent in your spending. Anything that you can avoid it. Then number 4, avoid going into credit. Don't go to buy what you don't have money for. This is the time to take advantage of people. Now, I have a shop. I'm selling electronics. I know that people will not be coming there to buy. They need to eat first. I was okay. I'm offering credit. That's the game.
Of course.
I'm offering credit. Come and buy on credit. Later, how you pay me. Understand? So don't buy anything that you don't have that cash for. Because if you start buying things on credit now, you think that you are living well. When repayment time comes, and you see what you have done to yourself. So avoid buying things on credit at this point in time. Whatever you don't have money for, don't buy it. When they say, come and buy this iPhone and pay in 3 months' time, tell them, no, let me manage the one I have. When they say, come and buy this shoe, you pay me in 6 months' time, tell them, no, let me manage what I have. So stop entering credit at this point in time, because people who have business intelligence, who are senders, the best thing to do now is to open up credit facilities. This is when they can make their kill, because they know that people don't have money in their pockets. So if they say you come and buy, later you pay me, you think that they are doing you a favor. They are not doing you a favor. And even if it's something that is going for 3,000 naira, they'll put it at 5,000 because
you're buying on credit.
Because you are buying on credit. Then you can say, okay, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow has never been better in Nigeria. Since 1960 till this 2023, everybody has been praying for a better tomorrow. It has never been, and I doubt if it will ever be. So whoever is telling you that tomorrow will be better, don't believe that person. So the best thing is buy only the things that you have money for. Don't buy in credit. If you start buying in credit now, when you will pay, you discover that you've done more harm to yourself than good. That is very, very important. Then, number 4, make sure that you are in good health. Do everything possible to make sure that you are in good health, because if you stress yourself and fall into sickness, that will become worse for you.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you. Please tell us your name and location. You
God
too.
bless you. I'm Samuel from John.
All right, Samuel, you're welcome to the show. How have you been surviving this difficult economy?
If I go ahead, I want to appreciate my brother over there.
Yeah.
In fact, I will call him my mentor. I will call him, I don't know the name to use. My brother, God will bless you for me. And,
Thank you.
And I want to let you know, my brother, I'm solidly backing you in prayer that the truth you are speaking to Nigeria will never be in vain. And nobody will hurt you. I'm a servant of God. But about 2 weeks ago, that was telling out the problem of Nigeria, the masses. He gave us a six, problem of Nigeria people that even when they push the wall, they remain where they are. At 6 or 7 of them, if you publish to the people, there I was in a vehicle, so I can write it down. Sir, I'm behind you, and I'm praying for you that you will continue saying the truth and God Almighty will continue using you. Nothing will happen to you and their family. Keep on saying the truth, my brother. Your teaching is entry, and people are hearing you, and you are touching life. God bless you, my brother, and remain blessed. Eh?
Thank you so
and
much.
then I must confess to you, my brother, things are not easy. Things are not easy. I'm just going to market now. Everything is in a double and treble. I just pick a small and come back. So please keep on educating us what to do in a time like this. I'm still hearing you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Yeah, so that is, I said, make sure that you are in good health. That is key. They say that health is wealth. A difficult condition is not a time to be heartbroken. So the best thing that you can do to yourself, whatever you can do, if it's exercises, if it's eating the right thing, so that hospitals would not take advantage of you. Some time ago, there's somebody who went to hospital. He had a surgery to be done. Before they said that before they start, he must make a deposit. They said the surgery would take 2.6 million. It's a spinal cord surgery. That the surgery would take 2.6 million, but that he has to make a deposit. The family has to make a deposit of 1 million naira before they start treatment.
I hope the family has such money.
Where is it? Before they can run it around to bring a deposit, things have gone bad. Because it took them more than 1 week to make that deposit. And by then, the guy has not even a consciousness. So in this difficult condition, the best thing you can do for yourself is to try to be in good health. If it's exercising yourself, if it's eating those things that are healthy, make sure that you are in good health in this condition. Because if the money that you used to eat, if you start using it to buy drugs or to go to the hospital, it will be very bad for you. So the best thing to do now, whatever will bring illness, avoid it. Whatever will cause accident, avoid it. Make sure that you are in good health. It is very, very important. Make sure that you are in good health. Then number 6, I said, try to be positive minded. Try to be positive minded. Sickness is in the heart. Sickness is in the mind. And that word, disease, is not an English word. It is a Greek word. That word, that's D-I-A, is the mind. Understand me? So that what has been the mind not being at ease. The mind not being at ease. So it is a word that was adapted into English. It's not an English word. So they believe that sickness, diseases start from the mind. So you have to be positive minded. This is very, very important. Don't allow the situation that you are going in, that you are going through, affect you. Don't allow the situation that don't allow the difficult economy. Don't allow what you are going through to weigh you down. They say that tough times don't last, but tough people do. So try to be tough-minded. Try to be tough-minded. Develop ways that will help you to be positive. Understand?
Yes.
Develop a vision or symbol that inspires you to move forward. In other words, maintain a hopeful outlook. Don't tell yourself that it is over or there's no hope. No. So the best way to survive this difficult time is to be positive minded. Is to believe that that this phase you are in will certainly go away. As Bible said, everything has its season, but you shouldn't depend on government. Nigeria government has no season. Understand me? You should hope on yourself. You should believe in yourself that this thing that I'm passing through, that I'll find my way around it. So the truth is that everybody on earth has problems. Everybody no matter who you are, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, Dangote, Femi Otodonda, everybody on earth has problems. But do you know the difference is that there are people who knows how to make their problems submit to them.
Of course.
There are people who knows how to make their problems submit to them. So when you meet those people, you think that they don't have problems. No. So the difference between those people and others are that they know how to make their problems submit to them. But others allow themselves to be overtaken by their problems. So these are the two different people in the world. But everybody, no matter how rich you are.
Let me ask you, like someone who is hungry and there's no hope that the person is going to eat, considering the economy we are into, how can that person maintain a positive outlook? You don't have any hope of eating that day.
Worrying. You don't do yourself any good by worrying. Worrying solves no problems. Worrying complicates problems. So the worst thing anybody can do is to begin to worry about his problems. You shouldn't be thinking of a problem. You should be focusing on the solution. How do I get out of this problem? How do I get out of this problem? That is what people should be focusing on. Not focusing on problems. So, and this is also an indication of two different peoples. One, problem is common. Problem is common. Problem is natural to human beings. But what makes the difference is how you respond to that problems. So all of us have different ways we respond to our problems. Some respond to problems by what? Crying, worrying. But some look at that problem in the way of how do I find a solution out of it. So the person that is looking at how to find a problem out of it, a solution out of it, that thing cannot weigh him down. That's why we talk of people who have. That's why we talk about different kinds of mindset. Those who have fixed mindset and those who have growth mindset. So in this situation, what every Nigerian needs is growth mindset, which is I can survive mindset. I can get out of this problem mindset, and not that this problem has come. It has come there to stay. No. We need a growth mindset to escape from where we are now. Even if you check, government in Nigeria has been growing, has been regressing. Tinubu's government was worse than Jonathan's own. Understand? And the 2 months of Tinubu is not looking good. So we don't know what 6 months, 1 year will be. That's if he still remains there. So but the way to survive is what you are telling yourself, not what government is telling you. The confidence, the inspiration, the ideas that you are giving to yourself, not what you are hearing from government that they are doing this reform. That no. So what will get you out of this problem is a growth mindset. Having that's a problem solving mindset. Things are bad, I know, but I will get out of this. I now begin to think of ways to get out of it. A Yoruba adage say to resign to fate is to be crippled fast. So this is not the time to resign to fate. So you have to be thinking of how to get out of this problem. And once there's a problem, there must be a solution. Because God created everything in pairs.
All right, let's take this call before we continue. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. All right, talking about resigning to fate, what about people who say, I don't worry about my today, God will take care of me? Is it a way to resign to fate, or is it a positive outlook, that statement?
Well, for me, that God will take care of you. What Bible told us is that God said that he will bless the work of our hands. He will bless the work of our hands. That's what God told us. Understand? In the Bible. What prayer does for you is to prepare your mind.
All right, can we please take this call? Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning. Please tell us your name and location.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, Chinyere, go ahead.
Please, sir, I want to ask, in a situation whereby someone has lost hope, and before you lose that hope, you tried all your best to make things work for yourself, and along the line, people think you are a scammer, people think you are joking, or people think you know what you are doing, and you have lost hope. What will you do? How will you do in that situation?
Well,
that's what I want.
All right, thank you, Chinyere.
I don't believe that somebody loses hope, because if you lose hope, you not wake up in the morning. That you wake up in the morning means you still have hope. So, but the issue is this: who are you listening to? Who is talking to you? This is important. So you have to practice that, not giving up. You don't. For you to survive, don't listen to people. Listen to your heart. So, and as we said before, resigning to fate, which is also means losing hope. They say that when you resign to fate, you'll be crippled fast. So you have to practice not giving up. That's why we talk about being positive minded. Being positive minded, that's the spirit of never giving up. So when somebody tell you that you have lost hope, no, it is you that knows if you have lost hope or not somebody. Because nobody should judge you from what is in his own mind. So for me, if there's anything that you are doing that is not working, find another way of doing that thing. Now, if you have a vision, you want to achieve something, you have tried and tried, you are not achieving that thing. Look for another way of doing it. look for another way of doing that thing. Don't just focus on one way and say have tried and have failed. No, there can still be other ways of getting that thing that you want to do. So saying that somebody has lost hope, no, that nobody should. Because if that person who said that he has lost hope look at other people, he will still see those that he is better than. Anybody that is alive is better than thousands of people somewhere.
Yeah.
Anybody that is alive is breathing is better than thousands of people out there. So even if you still have mouth to say I have lost hope, you are still better than millions of people. So if what you are doing is not working, look for other ways of doing that thing. Don't just focus on one way. But one thing, don't give up in anything that you are doing. Don't give up in anything that you are doing. Don't allow your problems to overwhelm you. No, so make your problem submit to you. It's only when you make your problem submit to you that you can now find a way out of that problem. So the only way is have a problem-solving mindset. Have a problem. So once there's a problem, there must be a solution. God cannot create a problem that will not have a solution because he created everything in pairs. Night and day, bad and good, understand?
Yeah.
Rain and sunshine. So there cannot be sickness without a way to heal it. So any problem that is in existence has a solution. It's now there for you to find a way out of that solution. So saying that you have lost hope, no.
All right, Chinyere, I do hope this help you. Please do not lose hope. Then, Peter Ansik, I also want you to talk about people who actually lost their jobs during this period, because a lot of people lost jobs and some people will still lose their jobs. How do they manage?
Many are losing because employers are sacking. Their overhead cost is becoming high and high on a daily basis, and it will still continue. So for those who have lost their job, you can start a business, a little business with as low as 1,000 naira, but it has to be in your house, in front of your house. I know of a woman who is cutting just fruits. A woman who is cutting fruit.
Yeah.
She's making more than 20,000 naira per day at trade fair. Wow. Just cut it. She will go to Ianoba, buy a melon, cucumber, and so on and so forth, and now be cutting it and putting it into these plates. People are just buying. So if you have lost your job, what you can do, remove your ego. Ego doesn't put food on the table. Look for little things that you can be doing that can be just giving you money to feed on a daily basis. Look for little things that you can be doing. Just start anything from your house so that you don't have to be paying rent or paying staff. With that, you can still bounce back. You can still bounce back. Why people are looking for this white-collar jobs is because of ego. So you want me to, after spending 4 years in the university,
come and be hawking in Oshodi.
To be hawking in Oshodi, or to be staying in the house and be selling fruit, or to be roasting corn in the
streets
in the evening. No. Survive first. Bible said, seek ye the kingdom of God and
All other things.
So survive first. Once you survive, then other things will now be added onto it. So, but first thing, remove your ego. Remove your ego. And the truth is even that the poor people that have this ego, most rich men are humble. Most rich men are humble because it is the poor that want to impress people. The rich don't impress. But I have told people, express, not impress.
Yes.
Express, don't impress. It is when you want to impress people that you want to do things that is going to affect you. So this condition we are in is not the time to impress anybody. Just look for things that they can be surviving on a day-by-day basis.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good
Please tell
morning.
us your name and location.
Yes, Mr. Nasika, good morning, UK.
Good morning.
Okay, UK.
Good morning, yes. Good morning, sister.
Good morning.
I thank you people very much. You see, this country, as a whole, we have one eyes. Let's say eyes. We have one eye in this country. What is that one eye? That one eye is our crude oil product. Anything that happens for crude oil means we are going back to the 1930s as of today. Now, I think it's a high time they have to set a committee to the AMPC and others. Both the clearance, that man that's managing the AMPC have to look into. We have to look into is how he managing the our fuel. Then they come out with not to go there and drink. Let them form a committee to manage the fuel. Not that they will give them 10,000, they will put for pocket. Let things go as it's going. Otherwise, all what you are saying will come to pass. All what you are saying is not to pass. We want to have a Nigerian, not a non-Nigerian, to go there and see what is going on in oil industry. That is the one eye Nigeria has today. Many other things. This farming cannot be a thing of the life. I think that is the only thing that remains in Nigeria here today. Let them go into it. Either repair the refinery or they look into those that are managing the oil industry. Let them not keep us in darkness and they enriching themselves. That is my comment. Thank you, Mr. Nosita.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, UK from Satellite.
Yeah, so what you're saying is true. We have just crude oil as our main source of revenue as a country. But today, we are not talking about government. We are talking about how we, as individuals, will get out of this difficulty that we have found ourselves. Because since 2015, Buhari has been telling people, endure, sacrifice, it will get well. So Tinubu has started that same thing, that Nigeria should endure, they should sacrifice, that the pain that they are going through is necessary. Understand?
It's very necessary.
Imagine
me
telling my children that the pains that they are going through is necessary. And tomorrow, they will still tell me, good morning, sir. Understand?
Yes.
So what we are really talking about is how we individuals can survive this critical time that we are in. And I have given about 6 areas. And since our time is about so, I want to repeat them for those who might be joining us. I said number 1, this is the time to manage what you have. This is the time to manage what you have. This is not the time to be buying new handbags, new shoes, new phones. Everything luxury should be put aside for now. Postpone what is not necessary. Postpone what you know that you cannot. If you postpone it, heaven will not fall. So at this point in time, the first thing, if you want to get out of this situation, is to start managing what you have. Whatever you have now, just put them in order and keep on managing them until whenever the condition improves. That is number 1. Luxury items, luxury goods should be postponed. Start managing what you have. This is not the time for all those shoes, bags, and so on. And so. This is not the time for Ashwebi.
It's not the time for Ashwebi. So if they call us for Ashwebi, we should turn it down.
Wear what you have before. Wear what you have before. I have seen that's when I was in Ibadan, then things were even good. There was a woman from Oyo State that wanted her to borrow 50,000 naira to celebrate her birthday. I told that man, don't give her. The woman was enraged. The woman was mad. What's your business? I said, excuse me, sir, don't give her this money. He said, no, it's their culture that they must celebrate their birthdays. I said, you don't borrow to celebrate. I said, excuse me, you said that you want to, because she was sending something in front of a secondary school. She was sending this biscuit and so on and so forth. I said, excuse me, if you had said, borrow me to put in my business.
It's a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Borrow me to go and then.
Borrow me to go and do birthday. It's wrong. It's very, very, and you cannot even pay that money. You cannot pay that money. And that's exactly what Tinubu is doing now. Borrow to share instead of borrow to invest. You don't borrow money to share people. Mm-mm. You don't borrow to consume. You borrow to invest. So this is not the time for Ashwebi. Anything that you can postpone at this point in time, postpone it. But number 1 step, keep managing what you have. Number 2, look for other cheap sources of income. Look for other cheap sources of income. If you are a woman, put your hand in doing all these things like zobo drink, kunu, pap, understand me, tiger nut milk, and so you can be getting good money from all these things. Go and buy them. Buy bottles. Start cutting fruits. Buy watermelon. Buy cucumber. Buy golden melon. Cut and people will buy. So, and this is not the time to leave everything for the husband and no. All hands must be on deck. Now the children who are on holiday can also join in these things.
Something.
So be sure that you have another way of getting money into the home. Because if you depend on one salary, just like Nigeria depend on oil. If you depend on just one income, you cannot do well under this situation that we find ourselves. Then at the third one, I say make prudent spendings. Make prudent spendings. Anything that you can avoid it. Make sure that whatever that you are spending your money on is extremely important. Make sure that whatever you are spending your money on is extremely important. Whatever you can postpone not to buy, postpone it. I said, then number 4, I said, make sure that you are in good health. This is not the time to be spending your money buying drugs. This is not the time to be going to hospital and getting admitted. So make sure that you are in good health. Try anything that will, if it's exercises, if it's eating the right food, anything that will bring sickness, avoid it. Anything that will bring sickness, always try to avoid it at this point in time. It will be too bad for you that you are facing this condition and now using the money to be going to hospital, using the money to be buying drugs. People are looking for money to eat. Then it will be too bad for you that you are now using that money to be paying for hospital bills. So make sure that you are in good health. Then number 5, make sure that you don't enter into debt. Stop buying anything on credit. When they say, come and buy now and pay in 3 months' time, tell them no. Make sure that whatever you are buying, that you have the money to pay for that thing. Anything that you don't have money to pay for, don't buy it. This is very, very key, because people who have businesses now are now giving credit facilities. They know that people are struggling to eat. Food has become the most important thing now. So somebody who is selling shoe can tell you, come and buy this shoe or this handbag and pay me in 6 months' time. You think that he's doing you a favor. When time for payment comes, you now realize that you've done yourself more harm than good. Then I also talk about you having a positive mindset. Make sure you are looking to the future, not at the back. Make sure that you are thinking good things about yourself. Have a positive outlook. That's the best way to go out of this difficult condition.
All right, thank you, Peter Anosike, for lecturing us on how we can survive this difficult economy. All right, you who is listening to us, you have to do the needful, and you need to resist the temptation of buying our wants instead of our needs. In fact, that one entered my head. All right, thank you so much, Peter Anosike. We'll do well to have you again around 4 p.m. all through to 6 p.m. So stay tuned as we bring the world news at 12 your way.
Pretty girl.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity